Toronto Maple Leafs have made the playoffs in 3 of the last 4 seasons, not including this season, where they failed to qualify in the qualifying round, although confusingly, the NHL counted them as playoff games on players' stat lines. Whatever, that's not the point in this video. The point is, Frederick Anderson has been the common denominator here. He's been the goaltender that's led us to the playoffs, and he's also been the goaltender that's kind of let us down in the playoffs. His performance has gone way downhill anytime the Maple Leafs needed a game to win in the playoffs. He's had some big saves like that amazing stick save against Boston a couple years ago. But guess what? None of it matters if you don't advance past the first round. That's what the Maple Leafs want to do. They want to win cups, sure. But what's been so elusive for us is to make it past the first round. And Frederick Anderson hasn't cut it yet. There's definitely a divide in this fan base here. A lot of people love Freddie Anderson. And sure, he's been great for us in the regular season. But there's no denying that his performance has gone downhill in the playoffs. Sure, you can say the whole team has gone downhill in the playoffs. And you know what? You'd be right. A lot of the players just don't show up. But you need your goalie to show up night in and night out. He has to be there for your team at all times. Because one puck slips by him and that could change the game. The goaltender is an important position. And you need to have a solid goalie if you want to win a Stanley Cup. There's about 10 to 12 guys that are free agents this year that I see as starting caliber goalies in the National Hockey League. But there's about 5 or 6 of them that I'm really intrigued by, interested in, and think that the Maple Leafs should pursue. Those being Braden Holtby, Jacob Markstrom, Robin Leonard, Matt Murray, Anton Hudobin, or, not a UFA, but a trade target, is Marc-Andre Fleury. Let's go over these guys, and I'm going to tell you why I think we should or shouldn't go after them. Let's start off with the trade target. 35-year-old Marc-Andre Fleury. You know what? He's been extremely durable. He's a 3-time Stanley Cup champion, and he's been available all the time. There's been just one season over the past 15 years where Marc-Andre Fleury has posted a goals against average of over 3, which was the 2016-2017 season when he had Matt Murray pressuring him, and he was eventually pushed out of Pittsburgh by him. Say what you want about Fleury, but he's a winner. He's got 3 Stanley Cups under his belt, and if the Leafs want to win now, then pulling the trigger on Fleury might not be a bad idea. Bring in Marc-Andre Fleury and give him a chance. He might take us places. Next, we have another Stanley Cup champion and the 2015-2016 Vezina Trophy winner, Braden Holtby. Holtby had the highest goals against average of his career at 3.11 over 48 games played. Listen, Braden Holtby is about to turn 31 years old. He just posted some of his career worst numbers, which means he's setting himself up to make a little bit less money than he would have. The Maple Leafs have been freeing up cap space, trading away assets such as Kasperi Kapanen. Maybe there's a chance we can sign Holtby at a good price. Braden Holtby is someone that I'd love to have as a starting goaltender for my team. Here's a popular one. Someone has been rumored to be traded constantly since Pittsburgh's been eliminated. Someone who has been injured on and off. He's been streaky, really. Matt Murray is just 26 years old and is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. But he's never played more than 50 games in an NHL season. And since Marc-Andre Fleury, he honestly just hasn't looked the same. The idea of trading for Matt Murray, to me, isn't a good one. I think Matt Murray has potential to be a great goalie and a Hall of Fame goalie. He's already got 2 Stanley Cups on his resume. But I just Don't like what I've seen from him over the past years. Too streaky and too many injuries. No way I want him in Toronto. How about Robin Leonard? This 29-year-old goalie is huge. He's a big-bodied goalie. At 6'4", 240 pounds, he covers the whole net. And since he joined the New York Islanders in 2018, he's been really impressive. He could be the best option available, but honestly, I don't think he's going to make it to free agency, because it appears as if he's about to push Marc-Andre Fleury out of Las Vegas. Fleury doesn't appear to be happy in Vegas, and Leonard does. So Leonard probably won't be an option, but if he is, you got to sign him. Jacob Markstrom is someone who's interesting to me. He's appeared to be great for Vancouver as of late, but he's a late bloomer, no? He's 30 years old, and he's never played more than 60 games in a regular season. That scares me. That really scares me, because I don't know how much I trust Jack Campbell to come in and play at least 40 games in a regular season. I just don't trust him enough to do it. And honestly, I just don't trust Jacob Markstrom enough to sign him to a big deal and give him the keys as the Maple Leafs starting goaltender. No. Anton Hudobin is another goalie that caught my eyes. Another late bloomer, though. He's a good number 2 goalie. Probably one of the best number 2 goalies, if not the best number 2 option you can get. But he really hasn't played enough games in his career. At 34 years old, he's posted 233 games played. Just 233 games played. But over those games, he has a goals against average of 2.48. That's very impressive. But over 233 games played, the body of work just isn't enough to give him the keys to the Maple Leafs organization at 34 years old. Not taking the chance on that. But what do you want to see the Maple Leafs do with their goaltending situation? And who do you want to start come day one for the Maple Leafs? Do you want Freddie to remain in net? Or do you need someone to come in? Do you think it's time for us to bring in another goaltender? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.